Does it have like, if you like hover over it, does it say something?
It says nothing. Is it going? It's going.
It's going. I don't know.
It's going.
We don't know. It's been a minute, guys. Are you yodeling now? Great. That's a surefire way to really reel in a whole lot of
Doubtfire. Welcome to On the Haunt. I'm Whitney.
I'm Amy.
And that's who we are.
Yes.
God. Please join us on our socials. We have a Facebook. We have an Instagram. We have a Twitter. Just search On the Haunt Podcast. Mm-hmm. Thank you.
I only have administrative rights on Facebook, so
I don't know how to add you on Instagram.
I feel like I've been doing pretty good about.
You've been doing great.
Posting some stuff.
Do you like all of our funny memes? Like that Bigfoot one with the boobies?
And just so you know, we don't make those up. Please don't come at me.
No.
I don't care. I don't care
she's
if
going
you're
back
a boomer
to that.
Or a...
Well, I started that. It was me that started that.
Thanks a lot.
Well,
way to not have my back.
Just calling you out.
I didn't write the meme.
Amy, do you have enough tissues?
I don't know. I'm hoping. My allergies. Listen, I went back to work last week. And they are still in the process of like remodeling our building. So like ceiling tiles everywhere. It is just like
That's not cool.
I am a mess. My sinuses, my ears, everything's just a train wreck right now. So bear with me.
We will bear with you.
Don't you allergy shame me.
I'm not. There's so many tissues. It's funny. Okie dokie. Well, what you been up to?
Back
Why
to
am I
work.
talking like this?
I don't know.
I feel awkward.
Brecken's back to Mizzou. I
Yay.
went and saw his new apartment last weekend.
So cute.
So took him grocery shopping.
Fun.
He's like, I'm like, well, can you make this? He's like, I don't know. Because he's lived on campus the last 2 years. And he's
chicken strips for days.
And they have like on their campus, man, it's like you can even use like your meal plan at Starbucks. So I think he was living on Frappuccinos there for a while.
Oh my gosh, that's amazing.
But I took him grocery shopping. The twins are back in school. I had to email their counselor. We'll just call her Mrs. H. I don't want to really call her out on here, to set up an appointment for them to change their schedules before school started. And she emailed back that someone turned her on to this little mess of a podcast we got, and she loves us. So thanks Mrs. H. We appreciate it. Did you get the stickers? I sent you some stickers, but Keaton and Carter were super embarrassed to deliver them.
Tore them up and threw them
away.
Well,
actually, his girlfriend told me he said he was going to rip them up. I said, listen,
those cost money, you little jerk.
I was like, I got enough here. I could plaster his truck in them. So she's like, well, he gave them to her. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, she better. Mrs. H, I creeped on Silex's website. You're so cute. Is that weird? It is so too late.
That's all way on brand. It's fine.
It's who we are. Okay.
I don't know. What else have we been doing?
I started my master's. My professor's already a rude... I can only think of curse words. That's all I'll say about that.
Insert expletives.
Yes.
All of them.
It's the worst. So
truly.
I'm not even getting into it. I don't know. Life's good.
If I've watched anything lately, I don't know. Now that we have Paramount Plus, freaking iCarly.
Have you watched?
It's like iCarly 24/7.
Have you watched Evil yet?
I can't. It's literally iCarly 24/7.
You can watch it on your own phone. Amy, I'm starting to get personally offended. It's so good. You will love it. Get in there.
Listen. I get up at 4 a.m. I go to work. I come home and I go to bed.
These are the same ones that you'll get when she starts her story also. So
I'm just laying it out there. You got all 3 of my stories this week, next week, and the following week are from the exact same website. Okay, if you don't like it, suck it. I don't care. This is
stop.
We have
stop
lives.
Getting
I was talking to you, not the people.
Oh my God. Well, I just finished Horror Store not that long ago by Grady Hendrix. I don't remember if I talked about that, but it's so entertaining. So please go read it. It's ridiculous. It's about a haunted IKEA, but it's not IKEA because they make fun of IKEA.
Yeah.
It's great.
And TM reasons, I'm sure.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, for sure. And Grady's book, My Best Friend's Exorcism, is now going to be on Amazon Prime as a movie. So
Cannot wait. Super excited.
Check it out. Britney Spears came out with a new song with Elton John.
Yes.
Hold Me Closer. Tiny Dancer.
And she's still dangling that Vegas residency carrot under her nose.
Well, and the book deal, it's like, what's happening? Tell me.
Yeah.
Tell me the things. Brittany.
We are here for you.
But she deleted her Instagram.
She does that.
I know. It's so weird though. But then
minutes.
she posted immediately on Twitter, so I'm like, I don't know what's going on in your genius brain. I won't even try.
Okay. It's okay. Brittany. It's got us talking about her. It's working.
I would
She's
always
brilliant.
talk about her.
Well, I know that too, but still.
I love you, Brittany. I'm that guy. Leave Brittany out loud. I almost wore a Free Britney shirt today, but then I was like, too far. Just stop.
I know. I didn't even know
weird.
what to meet.
We're meeting Miranda.
We're so nervous.
Awkward.
We're having Jimmy Johns with Miranda today, I guess.
Poor Miranda.
I know.
Amy was like, I'm so nervous. And I'm like, well, she's probably more nervous.
Yeah, I didn't.
Because we're celebrities.
We can't wrap our brain around the fact that people like us. What? I don't even like myself most days, if I'm being honest.
Oh my God. Stop it. You're wonderful and beautiful.
And I just, like, my childhood friend tagged me in a thing yesterday on Facebook.
About ghosts?
No, it was a couple pictures of us, like, way back. And I was just like, God, my eyebrows were so thick.
It was the 90s.
It wasn't a good look. And I'm like, I don't even, there was a time I would have untagged myself and stuff like that.
Who cares?
I'm just like laughing face emojis nonstop. I'm like,
100%.
Look at me.
Just make fun of
I'm
your
like
own
a fine
self.
wine. People, I'm getting better with age.
That was so sexual
I'm
and
just kidding.
uncomfortable.
Listen.
On this side of the table.
Jamie still calls me this morning. He's like, you look very milfy today. I'm like,
he's the creepiest creep of all
he really
time.
is. But you know what? At least he still
loves you.
Spark his
Fancy,
sparky,
whether you want to or not. You're like, please unspark
with my broom. Can we
unspark your
blow
spark?
out that candle, please? Woof.
You're like, I'm in bed. I've been farting for hours. Get away from me.
Actually, I was up doing all the laundry from the week that no one bothered doing, but
Mom, like,
that's neither here nor there. No one cares.
no, let's get to this.
Shall we? Okay, so I stumbled upon this website called Encyclopedia. PSI, by the way.
PSI, okay.
I don't know.
Doesn't
Is
matter.
that short for something? Does it stand for something? Psychology? PSI. I don't know.
You're still talking about that? I totally drifted off somewhere. I was reading your what? Like it's hard sticker? And it made me think of a conversation I had with a friend yesterday about how the Legally Blonde was at the Muni, and the person who played Elle Woods was black, and it caused like freaking controversy all
God's
across the
sakes.
world. Yeah. If that bothers you, please remember that white people have been playing people of color in movies and voiceovers for as long as there have been movies and voiceovers.
Straight people have been winning Oscars for portraying gay people or trans people or so. Shut up.
Right. Yeah, shut up. Even with, like, Colden watches this cartoon, Wildcrats, and there's a black girl on the show. Her name is Cokie, and she's just glorious. And a white chick voiced her. I freaking can't. I can't with this. And then they got called out on it. Good. What is wrong? What is that lady? Someone my friend was talking to. She just left the Muni. She was like, I can't. This is not the character. And I'm like, you need some work.
Yeah.
You got problems.
Holy moly.
Shine a light inside.
Please.
What's in there? Blackness, darkness, because you hate everything. Anyway.
I don't know. I can't.
Yeah, not cool. Anyway, there we go.
I'm scared. So I'm going to be talking about
I almost sang Hold Me Closer, Tiny Dancer.
Altered states of consciousness.
Okay.
I don't even know what that means.
I don't either. So I'll just...
It seemed kind of... It had like mediumship or something. So I'm like, this is paranormal enough.
So there's a girl who is a medium that follows our Facebook, and Kyle kind of knows her. We should totally call her one day on here.
100%.
I don't know how that would work. You just
maybe
hold
not
our
on
phone.
here. Maybe we should give her a heads up first.
Well, yeah. Well, I mean, we should.
It's not like we're live either.
We should schedule an.
Okay.
What are you talking about?
I thought you meant just like cold call.
We're not
someone.
we're not on a morning radio show. Okay, Amy and Whitney in the morning.
Welcome to WNPR LMNOP.
What?
I don't know. It seems like they always have just like rando.
Did you say WNPR?
I realized NPR is a thing, so I just tacked on some
Women
more
in
letters.
Wild NPR. You're hilarious. And just weird.
Girls gone wild.
We would, anyway. Please tell me about altered states of...
Have you watched that documentary about the guy, or maybe it was a documentary. I think it was like,
Joe
there's
Francis.
this thing on Vice called like Dark Side of the 90s. It's really good.
And you're like,
actually.
everything was...
And I think there was an episode of
Joe
his crap on
Francis.
there. They
He's
also have
so
Dark
gross.
Side of the Ring, which is about wrestling.
Oh, I was like, The Ring?
No, wrestling, which is actually pretty interesting. And now they've started the Dark Side of comedy. So I watched the first
Remember
episode
when
this
Donald
morning.
Trump was on WWE? Yeah, that happened.
I've blocked that from
I know,
my-
but like, let's stop and like think about that for a minute.
Did he hit someone with a chair?
Yes.
Oh, for real?
For real. Look it up on YouTube, man. That's your precedent,
That's
bro.
all you need to know, guys. It was on WWE. Although we would still totally vote for Dwayne The Rock Johnson.
100% over and over again. I love him so much.
Him and his chicken thighs.
Yeah. They're so glossy.
They really are.
What's on them?
What is that?
Oil?
Coconut oil? Baby oil?
Bio oil?
Canola oil?
Wow, there's so many oils.
They really are.
But
I bet you it's not essential oil.
No.
Because he's not a Facebook mom. I don't know.
we're just ostracizing all of our listeners.
None of those people are listening. And
No.
if they are, they already know that's who we are, and they genuinely love us
If
for
you're
who
putting
we are.
essential oils on your child's opened wounds or
Stop.
urinating on them, please to call foster care and adoption. Your baby, bring your baby to me and Amy.
Yes.
What the hell?
We could do a better job.
And we're pretty terrible.
We're
at
pretty
things.
awful.
What are we saying?
Although
This
I
goes
do,
out to be.
I am a firm believer in the aloe vera plant.
Yes, that's like, yeah.
But that's a plant.
Yeah, it's not fake essential
No.
oils, you know?
Just stop with your MLMs,
it.
people.
Anyways.
It's not the same as holistic healing.
No, or like Native
Okay.
American
No.
healing, no. Go away.
All right. Altered states of consciousness.
Yes.
So we jump
We
right
just
in.
went to one.
And again, this is from Sciencyclopedia. So there's no author or anything. So I'm just going to take the liberty. Oh, yes, there is. David Luke.
David.
What up, David? Word count 5,600. Let's see how long I can drag
Oh,
this out.
Lord. Is that a little?
I don't know. I have no idea.
I don't either. How many words are on a page?
I don't know.
Depends.
It does. So, altered states of consciousness, or ASCs, as those of us in
the field
talk about, are defined as states that vary from the ordinary waking state in one or more dimension of consciousness, such as perception or bodily integrity.
You don't even know what any of those words
No.
meant. Bodily integrity.
I don't know that I have that.
I don't know what that means.
Is that like being proud? I don't have.
No. Or just like being in your body.
I mean, I'm in it. Whether I like it or not, here I am. But what? That was even meant to be funny.
Well, it was. Whether you intended to. Well, also I'm laughing because I feel your
Oh my
pain.
God, that thing I watched this morning about Chris Farley, that was so sad. Because he was just like, he was so desperate for people to tell him he was funny that he was always the butt of his own jokes, even though he knew that everyone was making fun of him. He was okay with it because he was so desperate to be accepted.
So sad.
Really is. So we can do better, guys. Not for him, but for others.
God dang me.
Well, we can't.
I know.
That ship has sailed.
Across the clear blue sky.
Yes. R.I.P. Chris.
Where
Farley.
are you now, Chris? You know what's going on?
You were a comedic genius.
He really was.
Tommy boy. ASCs, such as those occurring. See how I just jump right in? I'm a professional. With hypnotism and trance mediumship, have long been associated with paranormal experiences, and this association has been an object of contemporary research. So the history. Friedrich Myers, or Frederick, I don't know, a co-founder of the Society for Psychical Research.
Why are we not a member?
I don't know. We need to look into that.
I'll do a little side
the Society
gigging.
for Psychical Research was among the first scientists. Well, we're not scientists. Is that like number one
Says
criterion?
who? They're not
all
either.
of my credentials.
Because this isn't real, quote unquote, science. You know what I mean?
But I think he was a real scientist. Because it says he was among the first
You know,
scientists.
you can be whatever you want to be.
That's right.
Amy.
I'm a scientist. Okay.
Yep.
It's done. To draw attention to the links between ASCs and psychic phenomena, to be followed by many more distinguished parapsychologists. That's what we need to be.
Parapsychologist.
Yeah. He speculated that changes in states of consciousness induce the movement of psychic material from the subliminal mind to the supraliminal consciousness.
Oh, wow. The Society for Psychical Research is at Cambridge University.
Well, la-ti-da.
That's legit. Anyway.
Well, are they just renting a building
There's
in
also-
Cambridge, though? I mean,
They're like on the outskirts.
we're not the Ivy League, but we're in the same town.
There is also one in the United States of the American Society for Psychical Research. So, anyway.
All right. So, in the form of automatisms and telepathic interactions, Myers' ideas on state changes, consciousness, and automatisms influenced scholars of consciousness, notably the American psychologist William James. Never heard of him. States of consciousness need to be distinguished from the procedures used to induce them. This has unfortunately not been done with much research on ASCs, both within and outside parapsychology. Researchers often assume that the induction method is sufficient to produce the desired blah, 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 blah. So let's go down to the types of ASCs, shall we?
We shall.
First of all, the psychedelically induced ones.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like some mushrooms.
There was a thing on,
What's that?
I think it was on Dateline the other night, or like, what's the news that's on every night?
Nightly news.
NBC Nightly News, yeah. You're probably like just the news.
It's called the news. It's called Nightly News.
Okay.
It's on at night.
But there was a guy on there. They have found some sort of like psychedelic, I think it was even mushrooms,
Crap, what's the thing
that can cure alcoholism.
Wow. How?
I don't know.
Does something in your brain?
I don't know, but this guy did it like 7. He was like
Ashwagandha. What's the stuff that Chelsea Handler did?
Hashwag.
You said Hashwag. Someone asked you to do
ayahuasca.
Ayahuasca. Yeah, you're putting an H in there. There's no H. If someone asks you to do hashwash, say
They
no.
sell that at the gas station.
Yeah,
in
hogwash.
Yeah.
It's like bug juice.
It probably does the same thing to
Probably.
your
My
body
kids
as
go
ayahuasca.
freaking nuts. Oh my God, this is the worst
I know. I
week.
think they asked me for some of that, but we took him pooled. I bought it for him. So sorry.
No, it's fine.
I'm like, sure, why not?
I mean, I get it
it's
for
your
him too.
special day, guys.
This is your special day.
They told me I was a good driver.
They lied.
They meant it.
They're babies. I mean, not really. They're children. Anywho,
Okay.
thank you.
Okay, so psychedelics is the name given to a class of psychoactive substances such as LSD, psilocybin, mescaline, ketamine, and ayahuasca. Starts with an AY, smarty pants, not an I.
Not an H.
Or an I. You said start with an I.
What? Oh.
Or maybe you said the I sound.
That's exactly what I said, but because I didn't picture an I, but I mean, I see how that was
Okay.
confusing.
Okay, thanks. They are defined as those which, without causing physical addiction, craving, major physiological disturbances, delirium,
don't
disorientation,
cause
or
addiction?
amnesia more or less reliably produce thought, mood, and perceptual changes.
So you can't be addicted to LSD?
No. Well, if you think about it, I've never really heard of anyone being addicted to LSD.
Yeah, because you just constantly be like, whoa, where am
You're just
I?
like, that was a trip, but then you're like, I'm going on with my life now.
Yeah.
If I do that again, cool. If not,
Or you're
it's
just,
fine.
yeah, because that would be kind of unpleasant.
Yeah.
You'd never like eat because you can't find the kitchen.
Just the
Because you're surrounded
things
by
are
elephants.
swirling. Yes. Pink elephants.
Right.
Dancing and
You're in-
flying. I don't know. I've never had a psychedelic
neither.
experience, but...
Well, that would be hilarious to be with you.
Or would it? I don't know.
Well, when Chelsea Handler did it, it's just like people puking.
Yeah, that's what I said. That would be me. I would just be the person, like, vomiting.
Right. And then, or else you're just laying there, like,
I would
not even moving.
I would not transcend anything.
You meet Buddha, you're like, holy crap, it's
I'm
Buddha.
like rubbing his belly.
He's like, stop.
Was Buddha really like fat, or was that or just like I'm not saying
God.
that to body shame, but like why are all the statues like that?
Was
Why do
Buddha
they all
a
have
real
big
person,
belly?
quote unquote, or just like a, let me look.
Oh, or is Buddha like a god?
I think he's a god.
Oh.
A real person. Other people have asked this question.
Like where did they get this? I don't know.
No, he was a real person.
Okay.
He was a teacher, philosopher, spiritual leader who was considered the founder of Buddhism. Makes sense. He lived and taught in the region around the border of modern-day Nepal and India, sometime between the 6th and 4th centuries BC.
Okay.
Oh, this is alarming.
Oh,
That's too
that
lifelike.
looks very Mardi Gras. It's got so many beads on it.
Well, there's just a lot of nipple happening. There's too much nipple.
Oh, there's no such thing.
Did Jesus and Buddha meet? Someone asks. Well, no, the timing doesn't add up there.
I don't think Jesus was even in Nepal.
Yeah, it's 6th to the 4th century BC.
Yeah,
yo.
that means. Does that really mean before Christ, though?
Yeah, I think so.
Or does it stand for something else? I don't know.
BC me. Before Christ. Because
How did we live our lives before Google? Like, for real. I'm asking this as a serious question. I don't, because I lived before Google. I don't know how did I not die?
well, and it's like,
Or how did I know things?
how do we live our
Microfiche,
life?
that's how.
How do we measure time BC when not everyone is a Christian and even believes that Christ was a real person?
Well, I think you can still believe in that time period, though, and you understand the reference.
Yeah, but like think about that. What if we
know.
live like
Well, maybe they're
1800
just saying it was.
BB before Buddha and after Buddha? You know what I mean? Like it's just
I don't know. Good. I don't know.
anyway. Because like here's a time frame, and people are. What if you're like, well, and it says 1 AD, birth of Jesus Christ, and people are like, I don't believe in him. Like he's not in my religion. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Anyway, doesn't matter. Moving
Yeah.
on. We can't.
not.
change. We have know nothing about it.
I think I'm going to go out on a limb and say BC is here to stay. I don't think it's going anywhere.
Who do we talk to? I mean, does anyone
Elon
care?
Musk, I feel like this is something you would take charge of.
I'm sure there are bigger problems in the
There
world.
really are.
So we'll let it.
sure.
I'll let it go.
Yeah, to this one, we'll let slide.
Let it slide.
I don't know.
This is going great. Entertainment for days.
Intellectual scientists, explorers, and academics in the developed world have only encountered them within the last 100 years or so. However, indigenous shamanic knowledge of psychedelic substances goes back several millennia, according to the archaeological evidence, while a wealth of spontaneous psi-related experiences has been reported in relation to the ingestion of psychedelics in experimental, clinical, and recreational contexts. All
Okay.
right. Many reports of psi experiences emerged in the 1950s and 60s, a time when psychedelics were being utilized extensively as aids to psychotherapy in the treatment of psychogenic disorders. I just really thought they were just free-flowing at,
Me
like,
too.
parties
Right.
or in
In the
people's
60s
VW
and
buses.
70s, right.
Oh, did you see there's a new VW bus?
No,
It's
Kyle
electric,
will die.
though.
Oh, man, that won't work around here.
No. Well, not that I'm anti-electric vehicles. They're just so costly.
Oh, right.
Like the maintenance and stuff.
And there's just nowhere to plug them in around here. You guess you
Actually,
go-
there's a in
charging
Hannibal of all
station?
places. Like right at there's like
Well,
a gas station
there's
there,
a lot
and
of
there's
people
charging
traveling
stations.
through.
Yeah, there's some charging stations there.
But then it's like, I have no idea how chargings work, like how long it works. But like, could you drive then from Hannibal to St. Louis?
I don't know.
Or you're like, help me, I'm in Troy.
Well, I think you could switch over to gas at any time, can't you?
I don't think so.
I thought electric
someone
cars
I
had,
work
like,
with,
a
she has a
gas
Tesla,
option.
and I don't think there's gas at all.
Okay, then.
But I mean, she drives an hour to work every day and back.
Yeah.
So I mean, I guess
Charging stations are expensive, though.
Are they? Mm-hmm. Like to put one in or to pay to charge?
It's like, because we were talking about buses for our school district. You can only charge, well, first of all, the buses alone are $350,000 each. So we won't be getting any of those anytime soon. And a charging station can only charge 2 buses, and it's $40,000 per charging station. So
wait, what?
yeah.
But then, how much does it actually pay to put the electric to the
well, then your electric bill goes up.
Right.
So
right.
I mean,
it
so
just makes you wonder how much that costs.
So it's I don't know.
So if you go to a charging station in Hannibal, you drive your Tesla there.
Yeah, I don't know if you have to pay.
Yeah,
I'm assuming you have to pay.
Yeah, you like put
because I'm pretty sure it was at an actual gas station.
Yeah, I'm sure, but like you put in your card and then
I guess.
how did they?
And then you just sit there? How long does it take to charge, I wonder?
I don't know, but I've seen TikToks of people in there. Anyway, it's embarrassing. I'm moving on. Do you know? Send us an email on thehaunt@gmail.com.
Yeah.
Do you have a Tesla?
Do you have a VW bus? Can I borrow it for my daughter's senior pictures? Thank you. Oh my God. She ordered a bunch of she ordered one magazine from the 1970s off of Etsy. And the Etsy seller messaged her and was like, I accidentally sent you all my magazines. Happy mistake for you. So Keaton's now got a whole collection of
Oh my gosh.
She's like, I'll leave her a 5-star review.
Oh, well, that's a weird mistake to
yeah,
make.
I'm like, how did you make that mistake?
Right, you put them all in there?
Yeah. Because she wants to go for a 70s vibe in her picture. So she's going to be
cute.
looking at a...
Oh, that's
I
cute.
don't know. Whatever. I had to take her to the St. Louis Galleria last week to finally find her last outfit at Free People.
I don't even know what that is.
cheap.
Is that
It's
Khloe
not
Kardashian's clothes?
No, that's Good American.
Oh, I don't know.
I don't know why I know that, but Free People is like a store, and they at Galleria they have like Anthropology and Urban Outfitters, and so she got her first day of school
La-di-da.
at Urban Outfitters. Although
Is that what that white dress was? Mm-hmm. And then her Taylor Swift.
yeah, she would kill me if she knew I had. But I had to crop Carter. Got his hair cut, and it did not look good.
Because it was like this.
Yes, I was. We all razzed him so much,
poor
though,
guy.
that my mom actually thought he went and cried in the shower.
Oh
he didn't. He didn't, but and then I felt bad.
Well, I don't know anything
I'm like,
about
it's just hair will grow
styles.
back. But anyways, the first picture was her and him together, but his hair just... So I cropped him out, so it's like Keaton totally zoomed up, and you could tell she does the same thing I do, where she looks at the phone weird, so it looks like she's got one crossed eye in most of her pictures.
What is happening? You cropped your own child out of the
Then I
first
did
day?
another picture of just she took one picture of Carter by himself, so I posted that one of him because it was more at an angle, so his hair didn't look so blunt.
Could he push it back or something, or the
swipe
side,
it over a little bit, and he swears he looks like Adolf Hitler when he does it. I'm like, I'm not telling you to slick it over.
Well, it's better than Jim Carrey and
Dumb and
Dumber,
Dumber, which is exactly what I called him. And then my mom thought he cried in the shower.
I know nothing about what boys' hairstyles.
But
are
anyways,
these
so
days.
yeah, we had to go to the Galleria. But I felt
to the gallery in years.
yeah, it was a trip. And then we got our other outfits at West County at Altered State. So.
Cute. Thanks for that update.
You're welcome. Anyone needs to shop.
Keaton's fashion corner.
Yes, she's very expensive.
She does.
And Carter just can you get me some more Cat and Jack pants, please? Because I was like, Carter, American Eagle has BOGO right now. He's like, can we just get some Cat and Jack? And they were on the Target app, on the Circle app, so I got him for $12 a pair.
He can still find clothes in the boys.
He's very thin. And not super tall. Yes.
Is he at least to the highest number?
Yeah, he is. If he gets any taller or gets any body fat, he's going to have to graduate to big boy pants. I don't know what to tell him. He's a senior in high school.
My son also wears cat and check.
Hey, I'm not bad-mouthing. $12 a pair.
No, they're great.
Keaton's American Eagle jeans are like $70 a pair.
Stupid. It's so stupid.
Because we had to like special order her because she's so short. The like bell-bottom pants where we had to get them in zero short. So I ordered those online.
Your kids are hilarious. God bless them. They're so great. Oh,
they are
thank God
kids.
they don't listen to this.
No, they would be so
Well, their
angry.
counselor does.
She's probably like, I need to pencil them in for some one-on-one therapy.
Carter's mom's buying pants in the children's section
at Target.
Imagine if his friends see that.
He doesn't care.
I know.
He does not care.
Well, they are great. They're comfy. They're soft.
He was wearing his athletic shorts all droopy the other day. I'm like, dude, you're wearing Hanes underwear. Pull those up. That's
It's
not even
Calvin
cool.
Klein. You're not Marky Mark.
No, you're really not.
You need to get that kid a weight set. These are pumping
He's
iron.
in like 12 PE classes right now. What do you want from me?
What's he doing in there?
I don't know. I think one of them's like walking fitness.
Sorry, Mrs. H, we're not laughing at your course selection. But that's funny. It's like walking for the elderly.
I told Keaton's in it too. I'm like, you two are going to be like those old women at the mall before the year's
They
over.
just get all the kids on the
Arms
bus.
are just swinging.
They drive them to the mall, and then they just walk around the mall.
Oh, Keaton would be, she would be spearheading that.
Oh, it'd be great. Oh
She
my
would love to
God.
walk around
Walking
the
for
mall.
fitness. I like how they have to write for fitness. What's the other option? For pleasure? Walking for pleasure. It's just called like living your
Yes.
life.
I walk for therapy. That's when I
Yeah.
free my mind.
Oh my God.
I don't even know what I'm talking about
love
right
me.
now.
Oh, laughing at your children's expense. God bless them.
I'm going to go to this other website. Maybe it's for dumb people. Psychology Today. Probably not, but there's too many big words.
This is great.
All right, so here we go. Let's go to Psychology Today. This
do
is
it.
written by Krista Smith. She's a PSY .D .dot, whatever that means. She's got some sort of credentials.
Took me a second to figure out what you were saying.
She have her doctorate in psychology,
yes.
I'm assuming, but
Yes, dear. She does.
but it almost looked like it says psyched. It's like, so I had to think. I'm like, is she punking me or is she?
We should
like,
get our doctorate in
educated?
psychology. It's so funny.
I'd be like, psyched.
You said PSY dot D dot.
What it is?
Most people say like period. I was just. Did you hear a word? We've lost.
Did you drink a psychedelic? No, I heard it too.
No, we've lost our actual minds. No one's listening to this anymore.
Miranda, are you even listening anymore at this point?
Oh
Probably not.
God.
After she meets us, she's probably goes into like freaking
just
witness
walks.
relocation program.
She just slowly walks backwards.
Is this yours?
Yeah.
Oh, Moroccan magic. I thought it said practical magic. I'm like, is this thing,
That's cool.
are you a huge Sandra Bullock fan? I mean, who isn't? She's an American treasure.
They really.
Nicole Kidman's an Australian treasure. Oh, Keith
my
Urban,
God.
your hair is crazy.
I haven't seen a picture lately, is it?
He just performed on some award show not too long ago. It's so good. Or he was on like the Today Show, their summer concert series or
They
whatever.
still do that.
They do.
Okay, figure something else out. Today's show. Have they scrubbed Matt Lauer from like everything they've ever had?
Existence. I think that was on an episode of something I watched.
Keith Urban and his curtain bangs.
I know.
And Nicole Kidman is like literally so beautiful.
I know. I talked Keaton out of curtain bangs last week. Or last year. She still owes me for that, I feel like.
She's like she's angelic.
She's gorgeous. Do you follow her on social media?
and she's funny.
Did you see she just posted all those pictures? She did like a photo shoot for some magazine. She's just
doesn't
God,
age.
What is your secret?
And if you watch her on like talk
didn't she
shows,
like bathe in Dawson's Creek or something? So she's I don't know.
What is that a joke?
No, she really like went in some sort of body of water. She swears that's how it wasn't Dawson's Creek. That was a joke.
Huh. Well,
But that's why she thinks she was able to have babies at an older
Wow.
age. So maybe it also makes her not
and water.
age.
Watergate. What?
No, she like went in some sort of water.
Oh, I believe you. I'm just looking it up.
Give me your secret. I will book a ticket there now if I can have her skin.
I know, for real. Okay, well, I looked up Nicole Kidman water, and I forgot I still had it on images, and so it's like very weird things.
She's just swimming.
I don't. Okay, she's just
all right,
and she's funny too.
So, anyways, here we are at Psychology Today. When you hear the words "altered state of consciousness," you may think of bell bottoms, hippies, my daughter's senior photos, and LSD.
Yes, I do.
But some altered states have nothing to do with drugs and are more important than we may think. Altered states of consciousness, sometimes called non-ordinary states, include various mental states in which the mind can be aware but is not in its usual wakeful condition, such as during hypnosis, medication, hallucination, trance, and the dream stage. Altered states can occur anywhere from yoga class to the birth of a child.
Oh.
Okay.
Not for me.
You may have been in an altered state.
Oh, yeah, I saw Jesus. I forgot.
Yeah.
How did I forget?
You saw his Birkenstocks.
How did I forget? Sorry, Jesus.
Sorry.
He's like, dang
it. I would think he'd be more memorable than that. Jeez.
Well, my anesthesiologist's pink thong was pretty memorable. His skin was so smooth and glossy and hydrated.
It was Dwayne The Rock Johnson.
All over his arms.
The Rock and a thong.
That'd be a really weird thong.
That would be. Wouldn't that be made out of like ratchet straps?
Are you talking about his penis?
Just all of his girth. Locking that in. All over the place.
Oh my God, I love him.
So they allow us to see our lives.
I didn't mean like that. Maybe.
With the broader lens and from different angles of perception than the ordinary mind. I often witness clients, because she's psyched, relying too heavily on the ordinary mind. They painstakingly analyze themselves and their problems with little payoff, as if the ordinary mind is the only and best tool for healing. Adele was one such client, not the Adele.
Oh, dang it.
She was a 45-year-old mother of two who suffered from depression related to aging. I feel you, Adele.
Oh my God, right?
She was highly intelligent and could articulate perfectly why being in her 40s bothered her so much. But as much as she tried to convince herself it wasn't true,
Just her 40s?
She could not shake the idea that her life was essentially over, that all the good times were in the past.
Wow.
Well, that would be depressing,
That is
Adele.
dark, Adele.
She struggled to overcome this belief, which was at the heart of her depression, but made little progress. Many of us are like Adele. We live our lives and meet our challenges with the intellect, neglecting the opportunities that altered states offer. Maybe we just prefer the safety and predictability of the ordinary mind and the world of thought. We know what's wrong intellectually, but we feel stuck when it comes to getting relief. We feel stuck in part because we are relying too heavily on figuring out our problems. When we only use the ordinary mode of consciousness, our problems can become self-perpetuating. Man, this is deep.
I'm getting depressed.
We're like a person stuck in a hole who digs with a shovel rather than climbing out with a ladder. Sometimes we can't see the ladder with the ordinary mind. At times like these, dropping the effort to figure ourselves out can be the best medicine. That doesn't mean dropping the effort to get better, but giving the intellect a rest for a while.
Give it a rest.
Yeah, it's okay to
give your mind
play
a rest. Just go watch Glow Up on Netflix. It's glorious, and you can give your intellect a rest.
Take a break. Love Island, man.
Just anything.
God, my daughter's just...
Is it good? I've never watched it.
I watch it with her just because it's on.
Yeah.
For some reason, even though she pays none of the bills, I let her tell us what we watch on
You
TV.
should. She would love Glow Up. You need to watch it on Netflix. It's like makeup.
All right. Some of psychology's most effective models of depression treatment, like mindfulness-based cognitive therapy, are based on the notion that the intellect can't always solve our problems and can actually make matters worse. Yeah, I'm an overthinker for sure. In treatment such as MBCT, what was it that Jenny Lawson did too? Like, there's something called like TMS that they do.
I don't remember.
I feel like they hook things up to your head and stuff.
Oh.
Because Jenny Lawson, we love her. She's one of our favorite authors, but she's very open about her lifelong struggles with severe depression.
Right.
And she's tried every medication, every thing in the book. And so
that's so sad
did some
and
sort of a
scary.
therapy. It really is. So in treatment such as MBCT, healing requires getting into non-ordinary modes of mind, such as mindfulness. These alternate modes are beyond words. Whatever transpires in these states of mind does so in a different language than that of thought. Maybe that's why non-ordinary states can be transformative, because they offer something that thinking never will. And I really wish I would open up to something like this. Like, I'm the kind of person like, oh, I'll try to meditate. And then I'm
know.
like, ooh,
The
is
whole
that
time you're
some
just thinking
washing machine that just went off. You know what I mean? I've never
know.
fully given into it. And I really need to.
You should try the Headspace app. It's really helpful.
Okay. I have the Calm app, and I do enjoy that.
The Headspace app has this guy. Hey, I'm Alan. And he's just like, he's Australian, and it's just so calming. It's actually, and they have kid ones. I do it with my kids.
On the Calm app, like, Harry Styles reads me a bedtime story.
So that would be distracting to me, I think.
Oh, no. He's very calming. Puts me right to sleep.
Okay.
After many months of processing her grief and her fears about her aging and therapy, Adele gave up. She decided she wasn't going to try to figure out how to get rid of her depression. Instead, she spent time creating opportunities for non-ordinary states to arise. She went on a retreat, and when at home, she took long walks in the woods. At the end
That
of
sounds dangerous.
Yes, it does. I hope you had your pepper spray. At the end of one such walk, looking at a river. Well, where does she live? Jeez.
Wow.
Something mysteriously coalesced.
What?
She knew she could focus again on what she liked about life and what she could do with the rest of hers. From that point on, she began to feel better and eventually made a full recovery.
Huh.
So mind over matter, yo. Thinking through our problems is an important part of healing, but we may end up viewing the problems we face solely with the same mind that helped create them. Altered states of consciousness are sacred and powerful places, which reveal there is more to ourselves and our potential for healing than the ordinary mind can grasp. Krista Smith, 2015. XOXO. No, she didn't sign off like that. But so that was kind of me talking about altered states of consciousness. Didn't really tell you how to get there, but whatever. Look it up.
Oh, are you done?
I'm done. That was that.
Okay, I'm trying to decide which of my stories I should do because I feel like one of them might be a little bit longer. Well, I already have these pulled up, so we're going to talk about haunted Walt Disney World. Did you know there's ghosts there? I didn't, but I love hearing about the weird behind-the-scenes stuff at Disney. Okay. This is a Bustle article by Lucia Peters, and it says, titled, "These 9 Disney Park Ghost Stories will make you lose sleep tonight." Ooh. Okay. In 1955, something spectacular happened. Disneyland opened in Anaheim, California. I've never been to Disneyland or World. I really don't care.
No.
I'd rather go to Harry Potter World.
When we went to Universal Studios and spent all of our time there when we were in Orlando because of Harry Potter World. But we literally stayed across the street from Disney and never went to Disney. So Keaton still reminds me that I never took her to Disney, even though we got to watch their fireworks every night.
Yeah.
That was fun.
Yeah. I mean, there's probably some fun stuff there.
I don't know. The only reason I enjoyed Universal was because of the Wizarding World of Harry Potter. I just don't like theme parks. I don't like standing in lines.
Yeah.
I don't like spending exorbitant amounts of money on like ice cream bars. Like I just... You know,
Amy doesn't like fun.
No, well,
is there a Jaws ride?
Jamie made us all. They have like those freestyle Coke machines all over the park. Jamie made us all share a cup. He's like, well, pay for it.
He's the worst. That is ridiculous. So you're like passing it around. I wanted Sprite.
You're drinking whatever.
Oh my
We get
God,
this round.
Jamie. See, that sounds like Kyle. I'm the person where I'm like, if we're going to go somewhere, then we're going to prepare yourself to spend money. We're going to have fun. We're going to experience it, you know? We're not going to
Well, I mean, it's not like we were cheap. All
right.
5 of us flew. We
Right.
stayed in a condo. We went to Universal
Don't go if you
every
can't
day.
afford 5 cups, Jamie.
Yeah.
Did you each have a straw?
No, because you have to buy the cup for like $25 or whatever,
Yeah.
you know. It's like the souvenir cup.
Right, and you're like, I don't want this.
And then you get
That's hilarious.
You can use it at the
Jamie's
freestyle
hilarious.
machines.
Kills me. And it's like, how much does soda cost out of one of those? Like 20
Nothing.
cents.
Yeah.
All right, blah 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 blah. Let's see. Let's get to the stuff. Oh, so this lady claims that most of these stories aren't true. Don't believe you.
No, liar, pants on fire.
Okay, so let's get to some of the ghosts here. Number 1, Dolly. Though I'm pretty sure the ghost story itself is just an urban legend. What do you know, Lucia? There is some really sad story behind this one. In 1984, Regina Young, known as Dolly, fell from her seat while riding the Matterhorn at Disneyland and was killed when she was struck by another oncoming bobsled. Oh my God. It's like Class Action Park. Or Class... What's it
Class
really-
Action Park.
No.
No?
Because class action is like, you know, a class action lawsuit. What's it really called?
What was
Action
it?
Park.
Oh, yeah, Action Park.
Anyway, if you haven't watched that documentary on HBO Max, do. It's,
Oh, my God.
it's
Man and a ball and a ball.
I know. It's so sad, though. People died.
It's like terrible deaths.
I know.
too.
Like the bumper boats, and the water was full of snakes. It's like, that is horrible.
That is horrible. The whole park was being run by like 12-year-olds.
I know. And
They
they're
were
like calling
smoking
you
pot,
P
hooking up in
words.
the...
The P word if you don't want to jump into the freezing cold water.
the 80s.
Watch it. It's glorious and also sad.
I don't know how any of us survived the 80s, to be honest.
So
with
this
you.
girl, well, this is the 80s, I guess, 84. So this girl's seatbelt was unbuckled, and they don't know whether she did it herself or whether, like, something went wrong. So some cast members claim to have felt like someone was watching them during their routine walkthroughs of the ride. That would be so creepy when there's, like, no one there and you're walking around, like, at the end of the day, you know? Because it's a place that's always so loud and...
Yeah.
And then it's just quiet.
But they have so many employees. I can't
That's
imagine
true.
you're ever really alone.
Yeah. Number 2, the ghost number 2 is actually Disney himself. If you're well versed in Disney lore, you're probably already aware of the fact that there's an apartment above the firehouse on Main Street at Disneyland. During construction on the park, which began on July 16, 1954, with opening day following just a year later, Walt Disney himself wanted to stay on the property. It wasn't large, just about 500 square feet, but it was convenient for those late nights and early mornings as Walt oversaw the Disney dream coming to life. So he lived in this 500 square foot apartment. You can tour it now if you like, but in recent years, the apartment has been opened back up for those who choose to spring for behind-the-scenes tours, so you could maybe stay there. But as a tribute to Walt, a light is always left on in the apartment's front window. According to legend, though, this wasn't always the case. It said that one day, a cast member looking over the apartment tried to turn the light off before leaving. However, she came back later and it was turned on again. According to one version, she actually left the building, noticed the light on upstairs, went back up to turn it off, noticed it, went back downstairs, noticed it was on again, and then went upstairs to unplug it. But then when she went back down, it was still on, even though it was unplugged. Disney's like, leave my freaking light on.
I'm like, I'm tired of running up and down these stairs, too. This is getting ridiculous.
Leave the light on. So they're like, is that Walt saying, I'm still here?
Or is there an electrical problem? You might want to look into that.
But if you unplugged it, Amy, how could it be on?
I don't know.
The Haunted Mansion. It's actually haunted. What are the odds? By a little boy. At Disneyland in California, legend has it that a little boy's mother spread his ashes in the Haunted Mansion. That's sad. Without
And
giving...
probably not.
It's not legal. But apparently, tons of people do that all the time.
Really?
Yes. Like, we'll go and illegally spread their ashes there and then get mad, and then the people go and vacuum it up, which is just so sad.
That is sad. Then what
Anticlimactic.
did they do with the shop vac? Like, they
Just
dump it in the trash
can. Yeah. So I don't know if you listen to Strange and Unexplained with Daisy Egan. It's really good, though, if you don't. It's an Obsessed Network show.
Oh.
But Daisy did this, and it's where I got the idea. And she said the best way to spread someone's ashes is to cut a hole in your pants pocket, put the ashes in there, and just walk around. They'll fall out the bottom, and no one will know. I'm like, okay.
It's a lot of work.
It really is.
It's not like, I'll just tell you I'm going to spread your ashes somewhere you're not going to know.
Right.
Sure. You want me to?
I will totally do that.
I will spread your ashes in the Quiver River.
At Britney Spears' house. Britney's like, excuse me, this is my home. Okay. Oh, this is sad. He's allegedly been heard periodically crying for his mother at the end of the ride.
Oh.
So, like, when you get to that part, you can hear him. He's been spotted at Pirates of the Caribbean, also, which is right next to the Haunted Mansion. For what it's worth, Disney's official stance on ash scattering is that it doesn't happen. They deny everything.
Oh, yeah.
Did you know that no one ever dies on Disney property? That they have an agreement with like the local EMTs to try to do whatever possible life-sustaining, whatever services, even if it's futile, to get them off Disney property, and then they can declare them dead.
But there are
It's
some
an
cases
unofficial
where
rule. Well,
what about the kid that was like eaten by a crocodile?
Jesus
Well, that's not
Christ.
funny. He was
No,
like a
I know,
toddler,
it's so
but I
horrible.
mean, they can't.
I'm laughing at the horror.
to,
Can you
like,
imagine?
They can't. You know what I mean? He died.
Yeah,
there.
it's not every. I mean, there have been some, but there have been more people who have like gotten off the property and then died.
Okay,
so
gotcha.
It's crazy.
I'd be like, no, I'm calling it. Sorry.
Yeah, exactly. So then there's also the Haunted Mansion in Florida that they see a boy. Ah, here's a photo. Sorry, I obviously didn't look at this.
Oh, he's just peeking around. Is that like on a bus or something?
I don't know. Some sort of
It's
a
like
part of the ride. That's creepy. That looks like a kid.
Yeah, that's it. That's
Ugh.
a kid.
Yeah, either a live one or a dead one.
Yes.
One way or another, that's a
That's
kid.
for sure a kid.
California's Haunted Mansion isn't the only one that's said to play host to an actual ghost of a little boy. Someone posting in this Walt Disney World Magic Forum, people who love Disney like go
Oh, I
freaking
know.
bananas. It is crazy.
Oh, there are some people that like Disney is their personality.
I know, and they'll spend tens
Yes.
of thousands of dollars
And they go
every year.
That's just what they save for.
Yeah.
That is their goal in life. And yay on
Yeah.
them. Good
That's-
for you for finding something you love so much.
Yeah, we found
And a
each
lot of
other.
times it's people who don't have children even. You know what I mean? They're just like,
That's weird. Okay, sorry. Anyway, okay. So if you look at the picture, it appears as though a child's peeking his head out of the doom buggy.
oh.
Doom buggy.
Oh, I see what you did there.
And looking directly at me, the forum member wrote, not only was he not there when I took the picture, there wasn't a child of this age within 20 people in front of me in the line. And as you can see, he's only a few doom buggies in front. Not only that, what he's doing, looking at me, there's no flash and no visible light coming from me. It's all infrared and invisible to the naked eye.
Huh.
That's creepy. I
That
don't
is
like that.
weird. Yeah.
All right, Debbie Stone. Like the Matterhorn, there's some sad history to this one. In 1974, 18-year-old Debbie Stone was crushed to death while working as a hostess at the America Sings attraction in Disneyland. America Sings was located in the rotating theater that had previously housed the Carousel of Progress. That's so dumb. On the evening of July 8th, Stone was caught between the rotating theater's wall and the stationary stage wall. Oh my gosh.
geez. Oh.
And she died. A safety light was subsequently put in. Well, thanks. Little late.
yeah.
Which warned the attraction's operator when people got too close to this dangerous area.
Or maybe should we just not have a rotating stage? Can't it just be stationary?
Right. Yeah. Additionally, later, the stationary walls were replaced with breakaway ones. That's smart. In this case, Debbie Stone has become sort of a guardian angel. It said that cast members working on the attraction, which was open until 1988, used to hear a voice warning them, be careful, if they got too close to the walls.
Oh.
Ah! Thank you, Debbie, but
Yeah,
also
thanks.
creepy.
And also, is that how I have to spend eternity? Like,
Warning other people of your
warning
death.
people how I died? Like, can't I just move on to bigger and better things? Please?
I know. It makes you wonder what the heck happens after this. Maybe she was like, I'd like for my last wish before I go to heaven, I'd like for there to be a whisper.
Yes.
Goodbye. And then
Or
she
maybe,
goes on.
Maybe we do multiple things. Who's to say
Absolutely.
Debbie isn't doing that and eating ho-hos on a cloud?
Ho-hos are so good.
And never gaining an ounce.
Ugh.
That would be my idea of having...
Just on a cloud. I would like to be like at a beach, but it's not that hot.
I do not like the beach. I don't like the sand. I don't like the crap floating in the water.
Well, Amy, it's heaven. So
I
like
don't
the
care.
cloud the sand doesn't touch you?
No.
No? By a bubbling brook?
No, I want to be in like a
library. A cozy library. Ooh,
yes, with like
a fire. It's cold outside.
Couple cats just kind of purring in the corner.
It's purring. There's like a little bit of snow around the edges of the window.
Yes.
On the outside. Not the inside.
But I don't have to go shovel it.
No, it's just warm inside. You have a blankie. There's also a television where you can watch Real Housewives of Dubai.
Yes. I must be
That's
able
Amy's
to see
personal
that.
heaven. I love that. I'll join you there. All right, next is George. We're at the Pirates of the Caribbean ride, which just looks so funny. It's just like these people, and they're just like, dur, 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 and then there's these pirates just hanging off stuff. Those, I don't know if they're people or animatronic, but I hope it's animatronic.
Theme parks are just wild.
It's hilarious. And there's all these grown adults just riding. It's great. Okay. Let's see here. Okay. It's said that when the Florida version of Pirates of the Caribbean was under construction, a welder named George was killed in an accident. Exactly what that accident was varies depending on who you talk to, but according to some, he was crushed by a falling beam, and others he fell from the burning city portion of the ride and died. What? What is this ride? Ever since then, the ride has allegedly been plagued by strange occurrences whenever George is disrespected. Really, though, that's all George seems to be after. Respect! R-E-S-P-E-C-T.
I'm a welder, can't you see?
I fell from the burning city portion. That's so freaking...
Well, I can't make anything right with portion. No, you were setting me up for failure.
No, I mean, I had nothing. Sorry. Portion. Contortion.
That was Debbie.
Oh, God, that's wrong.
That is wrong. Sorry, Debbie.
Well, luckily, Debbie doesn't care about respect.
No, Debbie just wants you to be careful. Watch your step.
Yep. So it's said that whenever someone says, I don't believe in George, before you get on the ride, he will, like...
weld your eyes shut.
That doesn't say what he does.
Well, then Morgan running with...
he stops the ride.
Oh.
And that would suck, because then you're
Yeah.
like, excuse me, can I get back to the beginning? You're just in this gross
That kept
water.
happening on like a ride we wanted to ride it. Well, which one was it? It was one of the Harry Potter rides. I don't remember which one it was though.
That'd be
It
weird.
might have been the one where we went like to like the bank and we rode the little like mine cars into the bank. So it kept like breaking. Every time we would get like to the very front of the line, like the line would break down or the ride would, and we'd have to stand there and wait forever for it to get going. And I'm like, we're jinxed.
Yeah, it's so dangerous, some of these rides. Like, it really seems very scary.
Well, have I talked about the time Carter passed out and we thought he died?
I think so.
Okay.
What ride was that
That
on?
was terrifying. That was on the Mummy.
Oh,
I think he's got overheated.
Yeah.
But Keaton was like, Carter's dead!
Well, it's like, why are theme parks in, like, Orlando, Florida?
Yeah.
The pit of hell.
And, like, all the rides are like, you just get sent off into stuff. There's no staff. There's not like I could flag somebody down and be like, hey, I think my kids... Yeah, no, you are in the ride. Like, the ride goes into stuff. There's no one in there.
Oh, I thought you meant that, like, when you get on, there's no one there and telling
There's
you what
people
to
getting
do.
you on and off of the ride, but when you go, like, within
Right,
the
you
bowels
have
of
to
the
wait.
ride, we just had to wait. His little head was just flopping around, and I'm like, well, I don't know if he's dead or not. Guess we have to wait till the ride's over to find out.
Oh, my God, Carter. I'd be so scared to put those little nuggets on a ride. Fly right
What was
out.
the Mummy? I didn't think it was...
Fly right out the bottom.
I mean, they're so short, you assume that, like, anything they're allowed to get on is going to be pretty, tame. Keaton wasn't allowed to ride. I forget what it was, like the Incredible Hulk or something. 'Cause she was too
She just
short.
had to stand there. Oh,
We tried to get through the line. She stood on her tippy toes. They're like, nice try. So we,
yeah. When you're like, you don't want to ride it if you're not
no,
tall
you
enough.
don't.
You'll
You
die.
don't, but-
Fly right out. Oh my god. So okay, so if you say I don't believe in George or you disrespect George, he will stop the ride, which clearly is not fun. So a lot of times the cast members will be like, "Good morning, George," or "Good night, George," whenever they leave. So that's nice.
Yeah.
Mr. One Way. I don't know what this means. Like George, Mr. One Way is almost certainly an urban legend. Stop it, Lucia. You don't know that?
No.
Some accounts just
Don't insert your own opinion.
yeah in your
Author of the article.
in your blog post on Bustle. Some accounts describe Mr. One Way as a red-haired man with a red face. Ugh.
Too much. His heaven was a beach too, but he didn't have any sunscreen.
Others say he's a kid dressed in 70s era clothing. Sorry, I'm burping.
Well,
my
those are
Mountain
two
Dew.
completely different descriptions.
Yeah. The stories say he tends to hang out in the queue for Space Mountain, although whether or not he talks to people while waiting varies depending on who you ask. Is he just BS?
Just standing in the line for all of eternity.
Oh my god.
Oh,
What if you get to mess with the people in the line? That could
it's like on Beetlejuice. Yes. You are number 1,476,000
God.
or whatever it is.
Oh my god.
What a great movie. That's on HBO now, by the way.
Is it?
Yeah.
According to some video footage I found, though, Mr. One Way doesn't wait in the queue at all. He appears only at the actual ride cars, approaching them from the opposite side of the waiting area, the side on which people are supposed to exit. Sitting down in any empty seat he can find.
Oh,
So there's video online?
what if there aren't any empty seats?
Whoa. For what it's worth, a second ghost dubbed Disco Debbie is also said to haunt Space Mountain. She glows in the dark. That's freaking awesome.
That is. It's her disco ball.
She's like, hey, bitches.
Or she's got like the thing you snap.
Yes,
And a
glow
glow
stick.
stick.
How'd you freaking
I don't know.
I freaking love glow sticks. It's so fun. My kids love them. You can get them at the dollar store. The monorail ghost has something in common with Dolly and Debbie Stone. This story stems from a real incident. In 1966, a 19-year-old named Thomas Guy Cleveland, what a name, tried to sneak into Disneyland in Anaheim by scaling the park's outer fence and climbing along the monorail track. He was struck and hit by an
Just
oncoming
buy a
tram.
ticket.
Oh, that's so sad. These days, it's said that a spectral figure can sometimes be spotted prowling around the monorail track. He only appears at night. Oh, here's a picture. Okay, are you ready for this?
I don't know.
Fresno Nightcrawler? I don't know what I'm looking at.
I don't either.
I see legs. I see kind of what looks like a head. And it's weird.
I don't know, but it's almost like it's going... Like the head's
Yes.
going...
It's bizarre. I need to remember to post these. I'm so bad. You gotta just look up
We encourage
Bustle.
you guys to follow us on our socials. We just don't do anything on them.
Oh my god. So, it's a video. So if you load the video and cue it up to the 3-minute, 10-second mark, you'll see some CCTV footage of something odd wandering around Disneyland. What's super weird is that multiple cameras recorded it. We don't really know who or what it is, but some folks think it might be Walt, although some other people think it's Roy Disney, Walt's younger brother. Okay, cool. Let's see what time we're at. All right, well, I there's a bunch of articles about this, so you can literally just look all over the place, but there's one final thing that I wanted to talk about, which is Walt Disney frozen? Because we've all heard it, right?
And the conspiracy theory that they only created the movie Frozen so that would... You know,
No, tell me!
So that when people Googled Disney Frozen...
Yes, that's exactly what happened. Yeah, I had to really search to find this. Okay, Amy.
My daughter shared that conspiracy theory
I mean,
with
that
me.
makes a lot of sense. So
Does it, though? Does it really?
It does, okay? I'm not in QAnon, but I'm in Disney-anon. So this article is from Snopes. Believe what you will, okay? They're going to try to probably say he's not frozen. They're trying to bring it back, you know. Anyway, maybe. Here we go. Okay, yeah, they're saying it's false. That Disney arranged to have himself frozen in a cryonic chamber full of liquid nitrogen when he died. Yeah.
That's aggressive.
So his health was deteriorating for many months before he finally agreed to enter St. Joseph Hospital in California on November 2nd in 1966. So he did some stuff. So what they're saying is, in the decades since Walt Disney's death, the claim that he arranged for his body to be frozen has become ubiquitous. How do you say it? Ubiquitous. You know what I mean.
Ubiquitous.
Ubiquitous. Right. I can't say that. Nearly everyone familiar with the name Walt Disney has heard the story that Disney's corpse is stored in a deep freeze chamber under Disneyland's Pirates of the Caribbean. Why there?
They just thought he'd been a huge Johnny Depp fan.
He's not wrong. Captain Jack Sparrow.
Imagine he's like frozen in Pirates of the Caribbean. All the eyeliner.
Yeah, like, is he naked? Probably.
Yeah. Can you
you
freeze clothing? I don't know.
Weird. And like when they unfroze you, would it like rip? Yeah, weird. We're waiting for the day when they can bring him back to life. Let's see.
Excuse me.
So the fact is, at very low temperatures right now, it is possible to preserve dead people with essentially no deterioration indefinitely.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. I'm sorry. I'm like skipping through this article.
We cryogenically freeze other things, like embryos and
But can you bring them back to life, I guess, is the question.
Well, I mean, an embryo, you freeze and then implant. I mean, I realize that's not the same as like an old man, but...
But according to Disney's death certificate, it says he was cremated. That could be falsified. Hello. And he has a burial plot.
And they vacuumed up his ashes when someone tried to spread them.
Yeah, it's like, was he able to be, spread there? He made it. Hello. Oh. Okay, well, that is all. We'll leave it at that. Do you want to be cryogenically? No.
No. If you do, go for it. Look into it. I don't know.
I don't want to come back at anyway.
No.
Okay, thank you so much for listening.
Yeah, bye.
Goodbye.
The end.